Unfortunately, as we all know, 2020 was a big disaster, and a lot of people fell for uh, an obvious hoax. I started coming across the some of the videos with regards to people talking about the uh, uh, reaction to ultraviolet, and I started looking around the face area. As you can see there, the pores are actually demonstrating, and in this image it looks a little bit of pink, but it's actually a bright orange glow. The pores have inside of them something which is refracting the light and causing this luminous glow, and it's only visible with the UVA light. All right, so depending on the application, I have seen mostly if people take the shots and also have the PCR, it grows through the entire face almost instantaneously. So here in just a moment, the lights will go off, and we will then activate 365 nanometer wavelength, and this poor woman is now glowing.
The biological weapon transfers from the vaccinated to the unvaccinated. And so I had tested a lot of different people. I'd seen a lot of unvaccinated people who had absolutely nothing, were absolutely clear. But then again, those who were exposed to more pronounced setting or more closer contact, or maybe living with a vaccinated person for a while, they definitely had it around their nose and maybe a few sprinkles here and there around their forehead.
It transfers, I believe, by fluid transfer. So sexual intercourse, it could also be transferred by breath, because we have a little bit of genetic material going through us. These filaments actually come out of the body. They don't emerge except after a hot shower. They normally are 1 or 2 millimeters in length. They're typically very short. They emerge from the skin immediately after a hot shower, and as soon as your skin dries, they float. They float through the air. These things are reactive to touch. Sometimes they will actually move without being stimulated by touch. Once they attach to something, it's difficult for them to get them off of you. Now you're going to see this is just a human hair. I wanted to see if it would react to another type of biological mass, and as you can see, it not only does react to it, it will start shaking quite violently here.
So I really believe, this is artificial intelligent life form. It's self-assembling advanced nanotechnology, but this is one of the things in terms of experimentation. This stuff absolutely reacts to biophotonic light of humans. This is just like the regular Morgellons filaments.
When you come close to it, sometimes just within a very short distance, it will start moving towards your body.
This was a paper. It's called The Eye of Horus, and it was actually published by toxicologist Dr. Hildegard Sterninger. And she looked at this effect after biological pesticides were being sprayed. This was in 2008. And there was aerial spraying of a biological pesticide designed to kill the brown moth through the use of pheromones. And it was suspected that some kind of an invisible fluorescent dye was applied to these microspheres. So in regards to the military, they were looking at spraying pheromone fear, and infrared invisible dye marking has been applied to non-lethal weapon and riot control research and technologies. The Pentagon has explored human fear chemicals like pheromones and shown that these are contagious. And what's interesting, Justin, you might have heard about this, that some people are able to smell the vaccinated people, and
Yes.
that there is a very specific odor that comes from them. And so this military research shows that pheromones, which are these little tiny molecules that work through the olfactory system, can actually affect people.